Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're going to learn about radical equations, and we're going to solve each equation, and remember to check for extraneous solutions. So if I was given this equation, the square root of 4n plus 8 equals n plus 3, okay? Square both sides, let's eliminate that radical. Leave me with 4n plus 8 equals n plus 3 times n plus 3 squared, right, is n plus 3 times n plus 3, so let's write that out. N plus 3, n plus 3. Now I need to distribute that n plus 3 when we multiply, right? So I'm going to 4n plus 8. You might have heard it as FOIL in school, right? First, outer, inner, last. N times n is n squared. You get better at this the more you practice it. N times 3 plus n, 3 times n is 6n. And then 3 times 3 is 9, okay? So from there, I'm going to subtract a 4n's, bring everything over to the right-hand side, and subtract an 8. Leaving me with 0 equals n squared. 6n minus 4n, which is 2n. And 9 minus 8 is plus 1. So we think about what two numbers multiply to be 1 and add to be 0. We factor this out. Well, that's going to be a positive 1 and positive 1, right? 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So when we solve this, set both parts equal to 0, we're left with n equals a negative 1 and a negative 1 here. Okay? So let's check. We check our work here. We're checking, well, really for extraneous solutions, but sometimes we need to check our work. Square root of was the first one, negative 1. And really, I only have to do one check, right? Because negative 1 and negative 1 is redundant to do it twice. So we have 4n plus 8 here equals n plus 3. Okay? Negative 1 goes in for n, so I have 4 times a negative 1 plus 8 equals negative 1 plus 3. 4 times negative 1 is a negative 4, so I have negative 4 plus 8 here equals negative 1 plus 3, which is 2. Negative 4 plus 8 is a positive 4, square root of 4 equals 2. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 equals 2. Fantastic. Looking good. Okay, looking good there. The left and right hand side were both equal, leaving me with the knowledge that there were no extraneous solutions, and n equals negative 1, only need to write it once here, is my only real solution. So let's recap. We squared both sides, eliminate the radical, and then we multiplied out, distributed the n plus 3 times n plus 3, leaving us with n squared plus 6n plus 9. Brought everything over to the right hand side, and we got n squared plus 2n plus 1. Then I factored that, and it ended up being n plus 1 times n plus 1. Solve that, setting both parts equal to 0, gives me n equals negative 1 and negative 1, right? We only need to check one of them because of the same number, so we check n equals negative 1. When I plug it back in and simplify, I got my left and right hand side equal to be 2 and 2. With that information, since they're both equal, there was no extraneous solutions, and so my only true solution here is negative 1, and I only have to write it once, all right? It's the same number twice. So my solution here is n equals negative 1.